So here we got the reigning champ on the left, Technics 1200 Mark II, and on the right we got the Pioneer PLX 1000. All right, so they are very similar in construction. There is not a lot of differences in them. The size and everything is the same. You'll notice I got the chrome cover on here, so it doesn't have all the holes in it you can't see, but they are underneath there. If you look, that's where you got your crap at. So basically this is gray, and these come in black, and they have a nice metal finish to them. These are kind of like painted, maybe like epoxy type plastic, and these are straight metal. So that's the mass differences in them. This is a Mark II, so it has the on and off switch is raised. The Mark IIIs, the 4 and the 5, have it's recessed, and you'll find that this Pioneer is similar, so it has the recessed. You notice I have the LED blue lights on here. This comes standard with LED blue lights in the speed selection and in the whatchamacallit. The button on the Technics is a little bit bigger, the start and stop button, but you don't have to worry about cutting it off accidentally, and that's one of the reasons they did that with the Mark III and above. So, but yeah, buttons are they're nice on both of them. Metal buttons, start and stop is nice. You have illuminated ones, so you can find it easier in the club. So that's a feature that you get that you don't get on Technics. This does not light up, so that's kind of cool. So this is kind of similar to the button that you actually find on your CD controllers and your actual controllers, your digital controllers or control surfaces that you have for those. I guess they're like turntable emulators or something like that. All right, so that's cool. It comes with all your standard stuff. It comes with a head shell, which I just took mine off my Technics. It comes with the weights and the extra weight for the back for you audiophiles that are just going to play records. It comes with a cover, not as nice as the Technic. One of the things that I noticed on the Technics, you have like these things in the back where you actually mount the covers, and you can take these off. I remove those because I never have the dust covers on there. They go inside cases when I'm doing gigs and stuff. So those are removed. They don't come on the They don't come on the Pioneers. So Pioneers got just a lid, and it doesn't go up and down, which is kind of cool. I mean, if you're DJing and stuff, you don't care about that stuff anyway. All right. So features. The buttons are really nice. You have your pitch control thing. I mean your lamp for at night. You have this on the Technic too. So I got LED light in here, so it's going to be a little bit brighter. This is nice and bright. So if I kill my light source here a little bit, I think you guys can see a little bit better. Like the Technics is bright, but this is brighter than the original Technic one because it's a LED light too. So really nice. Start and stop speed on both of them. I got this one torqued and tweaked a little bit, so it stops and drags a little bit, which is cool. And this does it out of the factory like that, so stops and drags a little bit, which is good. You want that so you get that sound when you hit the stop button. This is a Mark II, so normally it would click here on the pitch control. I'll move the Tonearm so you guys can see it a little bit better. But normally this would click and lock in place, but I had this modified so it doesn't do that. And then these go up to +8 and -8. Mine's tweaked a little bit, so it probably does like +10 and -10. So it's good. It's not bad. I mean, the slide's good. It's been, like I said, modified. The clicker's been taken out of it, but it works really well. And these are over 20 years old. I never had any problems with it. This extremely smooth. No click. If you want to put the course lock on, you hit the button, similar to the Mark III, which the Mark IIs don't have that on there, so you don't have to worry about that. This actually has a tempo change, if you guys see here. So you can go up to -16, like on the CD decks or on the controllers, or you can go up to 50, which kind of can provide some really cool effects if you like hit the pitch control for like a slowdown effect. So that's kind of cool. Not ever going to really use +50 or -50, but if you're doing tricks or something, maybe that comes into play. But I'm pretty much gonna stay on 8 because I like to keep my BPM similar. I'm not trying to make like severe jumps on that unless I'm doing something like that. I'm just gonna go in the studio, you know what I mean? So that's pretty much it, man. I mean, this is really good construction. The Tonearm stuff is similar, it's the same. It goes up and down, just like on the Techniques. It has your auto skidding. It's got the accessory thing back here so you can add the extra weight. You know, this turns, it's the same as the Techniques. It locks in place. It has to lift for you and everything, which is kind of pneumatic. Feels pneumatic anyway. So it works good. It's the same. Tonearm's not chrome. On the Techniques, you have the chrome Tonearm. It's polished aluminum. This one's not. I mean, I guess you could polish it up, and I'm pretty sure they're identical. So I'm gonna say it's interchangeable. Just guessing at it. You know, it's a direct copy. It's a little bit different, but not much different. So if you ever need parts for your Techniques, I'm pretty sure you can use the Pioneer stuff. Head shell's the same. You just take them off. I got some Stanton needles because I'm using Serato anyway, so I don't really need super great needles because they don't skip anyway with Serato. So yeah, it's really nice, really good construction. You get a full machined 45 adapter if you ever need to use that, but you never will. So I'll put this up because I'm never going to use that. So the same thing, but it's nice, good quality, good construction. It's really heavy. I think these weigh between like 40 pounds or something, and so do the Techniques. So, and for people who don't know a lot about DJing, they're heavy like that because they reduce the vibration like when you're in the club. That's why they started making them heavy like that. So you don't hear, like if you have cheap turntables, you'll hear like the bass through your Tonearm back in the analog days, because the turntable is vibrating in the club. So they started making these really heavy and really dense so they wouldn't do that, and this is the same construction. One of the cool features also, all your plugs and they got like a little reservoir back here, but they all plug in, so you can replace all your plugs. Now, unlike the Techniques where they don't come with that, I had mine modified so it has like a breakout box, if you guys see that down there, and I can plug my change out the RCA cables and all that without having to worry about going in the turntable and doing it. So that's one of the things I had done years ago when I had these modified, because you know those wear out over time, but you know they've already done that for you on the Pioneer. So Pioneer, same thing. Platter's almost identical. The motor looks the same. It's a little more cleaner when you lift up the Platter, but it's got a direct drive motor with the magnets already on the Platter, so be careful when you put it on. You want to chip it into the magnets because it'll affect the performance of the Platter. But these are identical. I think you could probably swap them out too. I haven't tried that. At some point I'll look at that, see which parts are interchangeable, but it's a good deal. I mean, they're nice. I cut on them already. I'm going to make a little video when I get the other one hooked up, and I think I'm going to love these as much as I love the Techniques. I mean, it's a carbon copy. Like I said, the pitch is really nice on it, so when it breaks in, it's going to be really sweet. Pioneer did a good job with the black design. I love it. It's black like my 1210s that I have, but not the space gray black. It's an actual black, and this looks really nice. Matches the mixer, and it looks like it's really durable. So I think it could take a scratch or two. It's a good design. Pioneer did a good job on these. You don't have to comb the internet and try to find some Techniques and refurbish them. You can just go to these. But if you have a set of these, like Mark IIIs or above, other than the pitch control stuff, I know the Mark Vs have the similar thing on them where you can adjust the pitch control. You get a little more settings on there. You're good. I wouldn't purchase one of these just to have them. But if you have an older set, Techniques or something, you need some work done on them, you can always go to these. So it's a good joint. But like far as stability and everything and play wise, they're going to be the same. And they feel good. The Platter's good, doesn't wobble. Same thing with those. It's good construction. It's a good design. Good job, Pioneer. I'm going to enjoy these. I think it's worth the money. Thank you guys. Appreciate it. I'm going to get to work, make a video. Make sure you guys send me my check for your advertisement. Cool.